Welcome back to Faith and Cigars, and in this episode we're going to be reviewing the Rocky Patel 30th anniversary. And so I guess it's the Rocky Patel, and this is it's got this blue, so just first impressions of the cigar. Now, I've smoked, this will be my fourth 30th anniversary, so I've really tasted this. And I have smoked both the Toro and the Robusto, and so I think my favorite version is the Toro. So as you can see, it's box pressed, and it's got a beautiful, this is San Andrés, aged 7 years, and it's a very good cigar. I think it's a very good cigar. I've really enjoyed it, and it smells really good. And so anyway, we'll be reviewing that. So some initial impressions of the cigar is that it actually is constructed pretty well. Although in this one I got, there is a noticeable nick. So, I mean, that could have been me, right? But, I mean, it's a really beautiful wrapper. You can see it's veiny, which I know, I've just heard that some people don't like that veiny look, but I like it. It does have that velvety feel to it that a lot of Rocky Patel cigars do have. And, I mean, it's a handsome cigar. Absolutely beautiful day here in southern Indiana. It's a great day for a cigar. Like I said, it smells really good. So let's light it up. And feel free to critique my cigar lighting skills. Met a guy the other day at Cigar, my favorite cigar lounge, who used a match. I've only seen that in a video. Took him about 3 matches to light a cigar. So I mean, it draws easy. Now I'll be reviewing the cigar itself, but it's all aged for 7 years in this. And it's not super spicy. It's not like a spice bomb that hits you. And it's overall, it's pretty good. I've enjoyed this cigar quite a bit. So the cigar, it draws very easy, and one thing I like about this cigar, not only how well it draws, but it does burn relatively even in my car, my mobile cigar lounge, because I had to get a new car, and so this is my first video since my dad died, and my dad dying really, I mean, it really threw me for a loop. And I mean, it did and it didn't. Like, it didn't completely disrupt my life, but it definitely robbed me of some motivation for a while. So I appreciate those who haven't given up on me. But I really like this cigar. And I know there's a lot of Rocky Patel haters out there. I've gotten some comments in some of my videos. I just hate Rocky Patel. But I think this is one of Rocky Patel's better cigars. I was talking to the tobacconist at Cigar, and we both agree that, I mean, the price point of this is about 20 bucks, or give or take where you buy it from, right? And I think his 20th anniversary sun-grown, or the sun-grown one is probably, you know, a little cheaper, maybe a little spicier, but probably just as good. Another one that would be in the same basic price range, or be a little bit cheaper, but the same basic flavor profile is the Par Del Mar Corojo, which is really good, but the same kind of spicy flavor profile. So it's a little bit cheaper. So what I'm saying is that this is a great cigar. Don't get me wrong, but for the price point, I think there's other cigars that are just as good. But for Rocky Patel cigars, this is not a bad cigar. It's a great smoke. It's very enjoyable. It doesn't burn fast. It burns even. There's some complexity to the cigar. And on my first couple draws, the notes that I get are spice and it's definitely got that Nicaraguan sweetness to it. And that spice, to me, it's in between like baking spice and maybe like a pepper spice. But it's not overpowering. You know, some Nicaraguan tobaccos, the spice can be really overpowering. And like there's this some AJ Fernandez cigars that are like spice bombs, but it's harsh. This is not like that. It's very, for being Nicaraguan tobacco, it's smooth. And I don't know if that's the correct cigar word, but to me it's smooth, and it really evens out with the sweetness, and the sweetness really hits the back of the palate and then the tip of my tongue. So I think that has to do with the aging process. The tobacco is all aged for 7 years, and which is really good. And it is a really handsome cigar. You know, I really like, and I like the box press. I don't know if other, you know, but I like the way the box press fits in my hand, and the way it burns. So just a mild correction, my bad memory. So the filler is Honduran and Nicaraguan tobacco, aged 5 years, and the binder is Nicaraguan and 7 years, and then the San Andrés wrapper is 7 years. And so as I've smoked it a little bit, you know, this first third, so the flavor profile that I get, of course, still nuancing this, it does have an understated spiciness. I mean, that Nicaraguan spice is there, but it does coat the palate with sweetness. And I don't get cocoa or chocolate yet, but I do get a nuttiness. And so I was really surprised about that as I was reading about the cigar and what other people were picking up, you know, their flavor profile on this. And I actually get a nuttiness on this. But I think the predominant interesting thing about this cigar so far is the sweetness. And I really, that's one thing I appreciate about the cigars I've smoked it. I really like, and like I said, it's not like a spice bomb. I smoked, like I say about AJ Fernandez, some of his stuff is like, bam, right in your face with the spice, and it's kind of harsh. At least my palate felt harsh, you know, like just been ran over with this spice. This is very, like I said, it's very smooth and subtle. And as you can see, even in my car, it's a windy day here, it's not burning completely uneven. And the other thing I like about this is it's got a really thick smoke that draws in and really coats the palate. I like that. I don't like a real super thin wispy smoke. I like a thicker, smoke. And the other thing I like about this is that the color, and you know, it does. So starting the first part of the second third, and again, that sweetness really stays with it, but now the strength is increased. It started out medium, but it's become medium full as it goes, to me anyway. And but that sweetness is staying, the spice is picking up, and the spice is staying on my palate, which is I'm really enjoying it. I'm getting notes of cocoa and chocolate, I guess, and some more of that nuttiness, but the nuttiness is becoming less prominent, and the cocoa espresso flavors are getting a little more pronounced, but it still has that spicy sweetness that it began with. And very, very good cigar. I'm really enjoying this. It's burning even in the in my car with the window down. It's burning relatively even, and the wrapper's holding up really well. And I'm really impressed with the wrapper. I really like the way the wrapper looks, and the flavor, like I said, it's really good. And as I continue on to the second third of the cigar, I'm taking the band off, or not the band, the band off, and it came off relatively easy. It was glued pretty well, so I had to really work at it to get it to come off. This is another complaint I have about the cigar. Not about the cigar itself, but the band is really thick. You know, it's big, and increases the opportunity for the cigar wrapper to get stuck and tear. In this case, it didn't happen. In fact, of the 4 I've smoked, and this is the 4th one, that hasn't happened. I haven't had the band stick to the tobacco, but again, other than the size, it's pretty handsome. If smoking a cigar is all about the experience, this has been a really good experience. If you smoked the Rocky Patel 30th, tell me what you think. I think this is up there with some of his better cigars. I really do. And I, like I said, one of the chief complaints I've had about the cigar is the price point. Like, I would smoke this cigar more, except for the fact that it's, it's a $20 cigar, and or thereabouts there. So I'm not too sure. Maybe in the future he'll lower the price point on these, but again, I mean, it's a good cigar, good for a special occasion. Maybe a little strong for a daily smoker, but if you're into big, strong cigars, I guess you could like that. I definitely feel like it's growing and more closer to full. I know it's advertised as medium full, but to me it's a little bit fuller. But I've been sick, and so maybe my palate's a little messed up. I don't know. So now as we approach the last bit of the cigar, the last third, it remains sweet. I guess the advertised flavor profile is caramel. I'll go with that. I still get espresso. It definitely has turned into a baking spice flavors, and strength remains the same, and it's held up really well. That tunneling went away, which makes me happy, because nothing more annoying than a cigar blowing up as you're trying to smoke it. The wrapper hasn't cracked, and it's really good. I'm really enjoying this cigar, and the other thing is that it is really smooth for being have that San Andrés wrapper and the Nicaraguan tobacco and everything. It is really smooth. It's not like overpowering. My mouth doesn't feel like an ashtray. It's really good. I'm really enjoying this cigar. Okay, I'm almost done with this cigar and really enjoyed it. So my final assessment is that for the price point, I think there's less expensive cigars that are just as good. But with that said, I would give this cigar an 8 out of 10. Really good. It held up well, good construction, had some, air pocket issues, but all in all, really good cigar. It kept the flavor profile well. This did definitely have the spiciness to it at the end, but wasn't overpowering. It was very smooth. I think the aging process really contributed to how good the cigar is. Anyway, tell me if you've smoked one and if you like it.